So here I have two cassavas. I picked them up at Walmart, and if you should go to Walmart and look for it as cassava, you won't find it. At Walmart they call it yucca. So yeah, they don't use the name that I'm used to in the store when I was looking for this, but I know how it looked. So, and that's how it looks. Cut one end off, and this smaller one here, something was not right about it. It was soft, it was discolored. You see how soft it was? It was like breaking apart, and some of it was just tough. So I really waste my time on this small cassava because I didn't end up using it at the end. Back then, watching my mother peel cassava, she didn't do it like this. She was able to like peel it off instead of peeling the skin, like peeling the meat of the cassava. She was just able to peel the skin off. So that should tell you that this cassava here is just didn't worth my time. Well, don't be discouraged, guys, because these cassava dumpling turned out amazing. Just continue watching this video, you won't be disappointed. All right, so there I was removing all the discoloration from the cassava. Okay, so that's all they were looking. Then I'm going to move on to the next. Guys, this is so tough. It was so hard. It was a challenge, but it was worth it. Like I said, my dumplings turned out amazing, and this one as well. I was having a bit of a difficulties because the end of it was discolored, like it was almost spoiled. But nevertheless, look at this. You're gonna see that I'm able to just peel the skin off without cutting off the cassava itself. So this one was not much of a challenge like the first one. See, look, I'm not wasting all the cassava, and I'm just able to just remove the skin. Just like so. After washing the cassavas, I went ahead and take out my grater, and yeah, we're gonna grate it this way, like so. And if you don't have a grater, no need to worry, you can always use a food processor, but because I don't have one, I'm gonna go ahead and use my grease elbow here and just rub this in. Okay. All right, so yeah, there I was grating away. It never gets whole for me. Back then I used to eat gratin, but because I'm doing it for myself and I know the price at the end, it doesn't bother me. So I made a mistake, and I'm trying to help you guys right now to avoid this mistake. Because I remember back then when my mom used to make cassava, she would split it in two and remove the middle, and now I understand why she did that. And it's coming up. All right, I was grating only to find this thread looking thing in the middle. You don't want that in your dumpling. Okay, so I made a mistake doing that. So whenever you peel your cassava, go ahead and split it in half and cut that part out. I found it in there and I just grated around it, but yeah, that's what I did. And I'm just telling you guys so you can avoid the mistake that I made. And this is my first time making cassava dumpling, but it's very easy to do though. Very easy, nothing hard to it at all. And this is the final result after grating my cassava. As I told you earlier, I'll be throwing out the small one because I believe it's spoiled. All right, so this is how everything is looking. Up next, I just went ahead and measured the cassava to see the amount that I have. Then I will decide on the amount of flour that I want to use. And I would love to give you guys a precise measurement with this as well. Okay. See, I'm doing all the work and I'm just bringing it to you guys. Just don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like and comment and ask any question you want. All right, so let's see how much we have here. 2 cups of cassava. Okay, I'm gonna pour that back in, and then we're ready for some flour and salt. Up next, you will need some all-purpose flour. I'm just gonna go ahead and start with 2 cups of flour since we have 2 cups of cassava in the bowl. I'm just gonna start out with 2 cups of flour and see how that works. Add it to your bowl with your cassava. Then we're gonna add some salt. And be careful while adding the water because the cassava have a lot of moisture, have a lot of liquid. So you want to be careful with that. So gradually add your water. Okay. And here I was rubbing the cassava, the 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of cassava, and there was more cassava than flour. Okay. That's what I noticed here while I was kneading everything together. There was more cassava than flour. So I went ahead, grabbed my measuring cup, had some more all-purpose flour to the cup, and I said to myself, you know what, let me just bring it up to 2 cups again and see where we go from there. So I measured 2 more cups of flour. I wanted to make sure it was precise. Okay. All right, so I decided I'm gonna add 1 cup instead of the whole 2 cup to the bowl. So I went ahead and had 1 cup and set 1 cup to the side just in case I need more flour. All right, so I went ahead and start kneading again, combining everything together. I think I was looking for salt. Yep, there we go again, adding some more salt because I had some more flour. So while I am bringing the pot of water to a boil, I'm gonna go ahead and start making my dumplings. All right, so I make my dumpling very easy and simple compared to other people. All right, and this is how I do it. Nothing nothing complicated, just simple. Yeah, it's very easy to do, guys. Sorry about it being out of frame sometimes, but yeah, it was so nice to have that dry flour next to me because I was able to add more and more if it feels too moist. And while I was kneading the dumpling, sometimes I could feel some of the cassava lumps, and I was able to remove it. So yeah. So my water was ready before I was finished making all the dumplings. I just went ahead and had some salt. Normally I would have the salt already, but I was distracted. So here are all of the dumplings that I made. Just gonna go ahead and drop them in. And whenever you drop your dumpling in your pot, make sure you go ahead and stir the pot. That way your dumpling won't stick to the bottom of the pot. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make the rest and drop them in as fast as I can. So I'll be boiling some yellow yam. I'll be having some yellow yam with my cassava dumpling. So I went ahead and peeled the yam, wash it off, and now I'm just slicing it to put it in the pot. I will cook my dumpling for like 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah, I will just let it boil. I don't think you can overcook dumplings. I just wait for the yams. Once the yams are cooked, I know that the dumpling is ready.